Hi friends, this is Lata Koparade, Assistant Professor in Economics, Government First Grade College, Savanur. My topic is Monetary Policy and its Objectives. Introduction. The term policy implies a set of principles acting as a guide to achieve the desired goals. The policy which is concerned with the issuance of currency and maintaining the total quantity of money in the country is known as monetary policy. According to Harry Johnson, policy employing the central bank's control of supply of money as an instrument of achieving the objectives of general economic policy is called as a monetary policy. Objectives of monetary policy. There are many objectives of monetary policy. I have mentioned here important objectives. The first one is full employment, second price stability, third one is controlling expansion of bank credit, fourth one promotion of fixed investment, fifth one restriction of inventories, sixth equilibrium in the balance of payment, seventh one desired distribution of credit, eighth equitable distribution of credit, ninth one to promote the efficiency, 10th one to reducing the rigidity, 11th economic growth, 12th equal income distribution. First objective, full employment. Achieving full employment is the most important objective of the monetary policy. Full employment implies the absence of voluntary unemployment. When all the available resources in the economy are fully utilized, this necessitates an expansion in the credit facilities and a rise in the money supply. Price stability. Accomplishment of price stability is another important objective of monetary policy. It implies that there should not be severe fluctuations in the prices and price level should remain unchanged for a very long period. Controlling expansion of bank credit. Controlling expansion of bank credit. Credit control is also a prominent function as well as objective of monetary policy. Credit control is regulatory measures imposed by RBI on commercial banks to restrict the capacity of the latter to create credit. The banks may go on lending a huge volume of money to earn more profit. This will result in increased supply of money and rise in prices. This is the most dangerous trend for economic progress. Promotion of fixed investment. Promotion of fixed investment is necessary to increase the productivity of investment by restraining non-essential fixed investment. Restriction of inventories. Overfilling of stocks and products becoming outdated due to excess of stocks often results in sickness of a unit. To avoid this problem, it is one of objectives of monetary policy to prevent too much accumulation of inventories. Equilibrium in the balance of payment. Disequilibrium in the balance of payment takes place when the exports of a country are far less than its imports. In order to overcome this disequilibrium, exports have to be voluminously raised. So it is essential to increase the supply of money to export industries so as to enable them to produce more of export goods, and also there should be enough liquidity in the economy to import necessary and scarce goods from other countries. Desired distribution of credit. Monetary policy has control over the decisions regarding the allocation of credit to top priority sector and small borrowers. This policy decides over the specified percentage of credit that is to be allocated to top priority sector. Equitable distribution of credit. Important policy of Reserve Bank of India is equitable distribution of credit to all sectors of the economy and all social and economic class of people. To promote efficiency. Through monetary policy, central bank tries to increase the efficiency in the financial system and tries to incorporate structural changes such as deregulating interest rates, easing constraints in the credit delivery system, to introduce new monetary instruments, etc. Reducing rigidity. Through monetary policy, Reserve Bank of India tries to bring about fluctuations in the operations which provide considerable autonomy. It maintains its control over financial system whenever and wherever necessary to maintain discipline and prudence in operation of the financial system. Economic growth. Achievement of rapid economic growth is another important objective of monetary policy. Economic growth implies a process in which the per capita income of the people in the country rises in the long run. Economic growth is possible only when productive capacity and production in the economy are on the rise. Thus, money supply in the economy should be capable of increasing the productivity in the economy and supply of goods and services. Equal income distribution. In recent years, economists have given opinion that the monetary policy can help and play a supplementary role in attaining in economic equality. Thank you.